Okay, I am not talking about just being online. Oh, I see a puppy walking around from jiggling cords. I am not talking about just marketing online. You guys, you're gonna have to get out of your yoga pants, take your hair out of the ponytail, and meet people face to face. So if you live anywhere near any kind of affluent place, perfect. It's actually, your job's a lot easier. If not, you're going to want to go where they are. And I'm going to tell you some specific places that you can look. But you're going to want to meet these people face to face, because working with the affluent is all about building relationships. It is a relationship game. And so you've got to take that into consideration in your marketing and your sales process. And I want you to forget rubber chicken lunches. The affluent are not wasting their time for that. So, I remember when I first got into business and people would say, go to and this is no knock because I don't want to offend anyone, go to the Chamber of Commerce. There's some smaller organizations that maybe tailor more to, especially if you're in B2B, there's some that tailor more to hobby businesses, like a lot of network marketing companies and that sort of thing. If you want affluent clients, they are not there, because look, I went there like 2 or 3 times and I'm like, all these people say the exact same thing. They clearly don't really know what they're doing. And there was no point in me being there for business purposes. Now, if you want to go hang out with people, have at it. You know what I mean? Go have fun. If that's part of your social outlet, or you like a topic that's being talked about, go for it. But if you're going to go and build relationships to meet clients, that's not where they are. And again, it's all about, when you're networking with them, it's all about building a relationship. Do not walk up to them and try to sell them your stuff. It's like walking up to someone that you just met and being like, hey, you want to get married? Hi, I'm Kelly. You want to get married? It's just such a turnoff. So you should always be looking for the other people. What's in it for them? What do they need? Get interested in them and their business. Besides, people love all people. We're all human beings. Our ego loves to talk about ourselves, right? So go talk to them about them. And then what you're going to want to do is, once you meet them, so say you get a business card or you exchange numbers or whatever it is, you got to follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. Beth Schneider taught me that one. The fortune is in the follow-up. So you've got to consistently follow up with them and actually build the relationship. All right, so let me tell you some ways that you can meet them. Let me talk specifics about networking. Number one, if you host your own live event, if you have an access to a pool of higher end buyers, host your own event. And quite frankly, it doesn't need to be some 500 person event or even 100 person event. In fact, I find that some of the best events are the ones that are really small. They're more intimate, like a 25 person event or a 50 person event. That's personally where I prefer to be, because you really do get to meet people and you get to know them and you get to establish a relationship with them. Go to other high profile events. So depending on what industry you're in, there's got to be some high profile events. So whether that be seminars or workshops, there's so many out there where there are people that have traveled. You're gonna have to get out and invest and go places if you want to market to this clientele. In fact, a majority of my really high-end buyers I've met a lot of them at conferences and through high-end networking. Award ceremonies too, and these can be any kinds. I mean, sometimes you have different access. So sometimes it's maybe like a celebrity award ceremony, or maybe it's like a charity luncheon or that sort of thing. Or it could be like an award ceremony for your industry. When I won the PR Compass Award for outstanding positioning and branding in business, I met a ton of clients and media people at that award ceremony. So that's an example. All right, attend high-end social events. Now, I'm not asking you to be fake, because it's super important that you're authentic, but think about the kinds of things that you like to do. So sporting events. Affluent are constantly at sporting events. Golf, tennis, polo, car shows, you name it, right? They're there. Charity events, huge. In fact, I'm a big supporter, as I mentioned, of the Unstoppable Foundation. And so each year I go to their gala, and because we built a village in Africa, I was actually invited to the VIP party and the VIP mastermind, where I got to meet so many cool people. And guess what? They're all affluent because they're all donating to charities. They're all, they can afford to fly in and be at these events. They're, it bless you. They're able to travel. We're live, people. So, they can travel. So they're there, and they have funds, and they're people that you want to meet. So, by the way, that's a huge gala. You guys should be there. Wine tastings, grand openings. What is it that tickles your fancy? All of those sorts of places are a great place to be able to network with the affluent. In fact, let me actually tell you a story of how I actually acquired a client, literally a $10,000 client in less than 30 minutes by simply being in the right place at the right time, doing something that I love to do. So some of you, if you know me or if you've now read my bio, I am trying to get to Wimbledon. I would like to be the next Anna Kournikova, both on the courts and honestly, I would not mind her rock and bod and her hair. Doesn't she? God, she's beautiful hair. So I would love that. So I love to play tennis, and wherever I've lived, whether it be here in Las Vegas, where I'm coming to you live from today, or when I lived in the Bay Area, I've always belonged to either a country club or a tennis club because I love to play tennis. So one day I was down at the club I just finished tennis and it was so hot, and I decided to treat myself to a little frozen yogurt. This was before I found out I was allergic to dairy. Anyways, I digress. The point being is I had gone and I grabbed myself a little froyo. I'd taken off my tennis shoes and I put my feet in the pool, and I was sitting by the edge of the pool and I was eating my frozen yogurt. And this gentleman comes up to me and he's like, man, that looks good. I'm going to go get me some of that. And I'm like, oh, it's delicious. I'm like, you totally should. So he went and got ice cream and he came down and he actually sat next to me. And I was married at the time. So I had my ring on and everything. So he wasn't trying to pick up on me. He just sat down and we were talking, and he's like, how lucky are you? What business are you in that you get to come out in the middle of the day? And we just struck up a conversation. We had this really cool conversation. I said, oh, well, I own my own company, so my boss is pretty nice. She kind of lets me do what I want. And he was, we were laughing. I said, what do you do as lawyers? And I said, oh, actually, what I do is I teach people to market to affluent clients. And he's like, oh my God, I need your services. And I said, okay. And swear to you, 10 minutes. He said, what exactly do you do? And I said, this is exactly what I do. I said, tell me what's going on in your business. He told me briefly what he was trying to do. And I said, oh yeah, I work with clients like that all the time. And he's like, great, how much do you charge? And at the time I was charging $10,000. And I said, so I charge $10,000. I come in for a day. This is what we do, blah, blah, blah. He's like, awesome. He's like, fantastic. He's like, can we get started this week? And I said, well, I can't get started this week. I said, but I can get started next week. And he said, what do we need to get started? And I said, I just need to get, a proposal and payment. He's like, awesome. Can you have your assistant swing by my office tomorrow and I'll get that for you? That was it. That was the whole thing. And we ended up working together. He was super, super happy. He totally increased his clients. He stood out from everyone in the crowd and just a super happy camper. And he ended up referring me to a bunch of other people. It's that easy, guys. It was like 30 minutes and half of it was talking about frozen yogurt and tennis. So there you have it. All right. Strategy number 2, joint venture partners. And guys, how are we doing on time? Perfect. All right, cool. I want to make sure I cover all of this for you. I'm going to seriously try to give you as much information as I can. All right, so joint venture partners. Partner with people who already have access to the affluent. So I've got a great example of this, and I'll share it with you in a moment. But basically, a joint venture partner is when, you come to the table with, let's use my cards. So let's say, you come to the table with an amazing idea, an awesome curriculum, and fantastic information. And then you meet someone who has a big list full of affluent clients. So they don't have the information and you maybe don't have the list. So you partner together and you work it out. So let me give you a great example. In fact, my buddy might be watching right now. I did a partnership a long time ago with one of my really dear friends, John Spencer Ellis. In fact, what you guys might have known, if you follow me, then you also saw that Kelly Ellis, who's on HGTV, is a really good friend of mine, and she's also someone that I had on my telesummit earlier this year. So anyways, John called me up and he's like, I heard about your Marketing to Millionaires program. It's freaking awesome. He's like, here's what I want to do. Can we create a proprietary one, like an offshoot one, and can we sell it specifically to coaches and personal trainers? And I was like, yeah, sure. So we created a curriculum. He and I got on the phone together. I brought all of my Marketing to Millionaires materials. He and I played. It was so much fun for I think it was 4 days, because we did 3 classes and a live Q&A. We just recorded it. I already had it done. He then marketed it to his list. I got so many clients out of that, and several who ended up working with me for years and years and years. John was happy. He had, got a great commission out of it. His clients were happy. I was happy. It's like a win-win, right? So that's a great example of how to do a joint venture partnership. So think about the assets that you have and the assets you need, and then partner up. All right, the third one, and this is important. It's online marketing and social media, but it's not just any online marketing and social media. It's not the same as marketing to the masses. But here's what we know, guys. The affluent are online. In fact, now more so than ever before. And in fact, if you've not considered marketing using mobile devices, then write it down. That should be something that you absolutely look in for your 2014 marketing plan. I mean, you do have it in the books to create your marketing plan, right? You've got to create a plan. So here's what we know. The affluent Americans make up a greater population of the online market. So we know that they're online. All of the research shows it. In fact, what we know is 76% of affluent clients are on the web excuse me, I take that back. I apologize. So they're online 76 hours a week. 76, who has that kind of time? 76 hours a day, or 76 hours a week. They are online, and guess what? They are not playing video games. They are not stalking the Kardashians. That is not what they are up to, right? And they're not trying to figure out who's been voted off of Big Brother. That's not what they're doing. They are using the web to search and do research. They're doing business, and they're staying connected with friends and family. They aren't wasting time. And the biggest statistic, and this one just came out because I'm very on top of this market, so I'm constantly looking at new statistics. 62% of the affluent prefer to purchase online. Why do you suppose that is, right? They prefer to purchase their products online, and in fact, even if they're standing in a store, they would prefer to rip out their mobile device and go and purchase it there, and that's according to the Schulman Research Center. So we know that they are online. Now, I'm going to tell you really quickly that there's a big caveat to this. It's not that the marketing vehicles are different, because you guys might be going, well, isn't that the exact same thing you do to market to the masses? It's totally different though, because it's not in what you're doing, it's how you're doing it. It's all about how you're engaging them. It's not, because if you try to do it the same way that you do to build a thought leader brand, it's not going to work. It's not going to create it might work to build a thought leader brand, but it's not going to create you the results you desire in attracting affluent clients. So it's all in the way that you market. We're going to be covering that in the next segment. All right, so in summary, 3 ways to find them. Live networking events, the right events. Do not even waste your time at the wrong events. JV partners, right, who already have access to the community. And online through social media and targeted online marketing. All right, another quick tip that I want to give to you about this, because again, we talked just a moment ago about how it's important in the way that you market to them. Because if you use some of that hypey internet marketing stuff, they'll run for the hills. It will totally turn them off. The affluent, again, this is not their first rodeo, right? They have been buying around they've been buying and purchasing things for years, right? They obviously have money and they're more discerning. So it's not that they're throwing their money around and being like, oh yeah, I'll do that, and oh yeah, I'll do that, and oh yeah, I'll do that. They're more discerning. So you really need to make sure that you're doing it in a way that resonates with them. Also, it's kind of a turnoff, I'll give you an example. If I'm watching an infomercial, and tell me if you've ever had this experience. I'm watching an infomercial, and I might say something like, you're buy now, and you're going to get this for free, and it's going to be 98% off, and I'm going to send you 2. And it's like, I literally kind of think to myself subconsciously or sometimes consciously, like, do people really buy that? Like, do they buy the hype? Now, I still may buy the product, but I'm not buying it because of the hype. In fact, I remember when I bought I bought a timeshare, and my ex-husband used to sell timeshares, so we're very, very familiar with exactly what it is that we, what works, what doesn't, if it's good value, if it's not. It's been like a great investment for me. We use it all the time. I share it with friends. don't write my office. I don't share it with everyone. I don't have that many vacation hours a year to share. But point being is, it was a great investment. But one of the things I said is, please don't do me the whole hypey thing. Like, I don't even want it. Like, it's just embarrassing. So don't pop the champagne cork at me and do the whole ether thing. I don't want your whole sales pitch where you're going to draw online and like circle this and then cross this out and bring, like, you better just bring me, I'm going to give you one opportunity to bring me the best price possible. And I'm going to tell you if it's go or no go. So you've got one chance with me to do it. That's like the difference in a way that an affluent buyer buys versus maybe someone who's not as savvy. So don't try to be tricky with them or use those marketing. It's just going to turn them off, right? It's just, they feel like they know better. And, whether they do or don't, they feel like they do. So I'm just giving you some advice. All right. So in a moment, we are going to go on break, but I promise you that I'm going to share with you how to master engaging high-end clients in just 90 days or less. And then I'm going to tell you a few other things too. So many of you have probably heard that I have launched something called the Marketing to Millionaires MBA program. In fact, this summer I ran a beta version. And the reason I ran a beta version is because I wanted to try out this curriculum because I updated it from my old program. I wanted to try it out on a small group of exclusive awesome entrepreneurs who are committed to marketing to affluent clients. And I wanted to kind of work out the kinks, right? What worked for them, what didn't work, what format worked, what did they want to see more of? And as a result, I invited them to participate in this beta program, and they loved it. In fact, you're going to hear from them in a few moments here. They loved it, and they got so much value in the clarity and the way that we were able to help them create and build a sustainable business foundation. And so we ran this beta version so that we could find out the strategies that worked the best, what helped them the most, what really didn't work, and what they'd like to see more of. And then we perfected it. And I'm here to tell you that we are now going to be announcing an opening enrollment today for the winter 2014 class of the Marketing to Millionaires MBA. So what is this program? I'll tell you very quickly, and then I'm going to let you explore on your own. We have a beautiful little video for you that you can learn all about it. It's a 12-week online training, coaching, and implementation program that shows you step-by-step exactly how to find the clients that you're looking for and enroll them into your programs. We're going to help you find clarity on everything that you need to do in your business to be able to market to them effectively in less than 30 minutes a day. So we've put together this rock star video of some of our clients, and I have to tell you, some of our clients, they came from all over the world and filmed this video. In fact, one of them, Robin, who's just such a delight. In fact, they all are. She came in from Dubai. She so wholeheartedly believes in this program, and she's done such an awesome job, as have all of the people that you are about to hear from. So I want to just give you an opportunity to watch that. I'm going to tell you where the site is so that you can go look at it. And then at the end of the program today, I'm going to tell you about a cool bonus I have for the first 50 people that enroll and the first 20 who pay in full. So you do not want to miss this, because this really, if you want to have access to those that up and coming 72.5% of growing millionaire population, you want to know this and you want to get on it now. And again, if this is the first time you're watching me, I want to share with you, I am on a mission, because this is so much bigger than marketing to the right clients, right? It's so much bigger than that. I believe that you have a gift. I have a gift, and all the people on this live stream have a gift. And I am on a mission to support you in building a thriving business that allows you to live from a place of choice and to serve people in the world that you're meant to serve and who need you, and they're waiting for you. And it breaks my heart to see these just immensely talented, gifted individuals who the only thing that's standing between them and the people that they need to serve is this figuring out this whole marketing thing. So I have made it really, really easy for you so that you can build a sustainable, growing foundation that helps you grow and market to the best clients year after year after year. So really, watching this video, don't tune out. My recommendation, I mean, you can do what you want, but my recommendation is, if you're ready to really change your life and change your business, take a peek at this video, check out the sales page that's at marketingtomillionaires.com. com. And after the video, we are going to be back with my killer insider secrets on how to engage affluent clients, which is how do you get them to pay attention to you? And what that looks like is there's so much out there. So it's not about finding them, it's how do you engage with them. So I'm going to teach you the number one strategy that makes you stand out from a crowd. Right? Makes you stand out from everyone else and helps you to enroll your affluent clients. I'm going to teach you the 5 motivators. It's so important to understand why people buy. I'm going to teach you the 5 motivators of affluent buyers so that you can talk to them really intelligently in a way that just makes you show up as an expert, because you are, right? You're an expert in your field. I'm also going to talk to you about the most challenging issue that they face. In fact, your marketing campaign must be surrounded around this. It's got to be built around this, or you will fail in marketing to these clients. So I'm going to teach you exactly what that is. And I'm going to be sharing with you a completely new perspective on how you need to market to your affluent clients so that you can engage them today. So we're going to go on break, watch this short little video, and we will be back in a few moments with how to engage your affluent clients. Thanks so much. Hi, it's Kelly O'Neill, creator of the Marketing to Millionaires MBA program, the biz school to master engaging high-end clients. Have you ever looked at all the big players out there in your industry and felt like everything they touch turns to gold? I mean, let's be honest here. How many of you felt like their success might just happen because they're just lucky or they know the right people? Seriously, how many times have you just thrown your hands up in the air and shouted, how the hell did they do it? Especially when you're trying to figure out how in the world you're going to clearly explain what it is exactly that you do in a way that doesn't sound like everybody else. You're trying to find your next client or fill your next program, and it feels like a struggle with each and every person that you're trying to enroll. I'm here to tell you first that I get it. And the next thing I'm going to tell you is stop it. Get off the roller coaster. Stop running from phone call to phone call, strategy session to strategy session, and cash infusion to cash infusion. Good God, it sounds absolutely exhausting, don't you think? Seriously, do you ever stop and say to yourself, there has got to be a better way? Well, the good news is that there absolutely is a better way, a much better way. What if you could learn a strategy that's going to help you find the right client? Your business profitable for the next month, year, and even 5 years. Okay, and here's the really, really big what if question. You ready? What if you could learn how to completely set up this entire crucial foundation to attract affluent clients in just 30 minutes a day? Well, now you can. Introducing the Marketing to Millionaires MBA, the biz school to master engaging high-end clients. Look, it doesn't take any luck or magic or voodoo or woo-woo or any other type of to build a thriving business that you love and that allows you to be who you're meant to be in the world. What it does take is dedication, consistent action, and most importantly, a strategy that works for you. Not your neighbor, your friend, not your coach, you. So what exactly is the Marketing to Millionaires MBA? The Marketing to Millionaires MBA is a 12-week online training, coaching, and implementation program that shows you step by step how to find ideal clients who don't shop on price, are thrilled to invest their money in your services, and are going to build your business for you by raving to all their wealthy friends. We help you find clarity on exactly what it is that you want and design a strategy to achieve it.
Kelly helps you build a foundation for your business, which is unlike any other program, because the foundation is important because you can start to build a lasting, long-term, sustainable business that's not going to burn you out. And a lot of other programs don't give you that core foundational work of, okay, who is it, where are we going, what are we doing, and why, so that you can implement over time.
Kelly is a master strategist, and she has extremely keen perception. So this is important to me because it helps to cut through some of the issues that held me back from bringing out my brilliance.
So many people would benefit from working with Kelly, but I would say in particular those who are providing a service and they are doing it in a conscious way. The accountability piece in this program is, I think, extremely beneficial.
To come. During the MBA program, we are going to help you get clarity on your exact message and what it is that you want, and we're going to help you design a strategy to achieve it. We are going to make sure that you have a uniquely positioned brand and a marketing program to attract your high-end clients over and over and over again right to you. We're going to teach you how to design programs and services that you are passionate about delivering. And I'm going to show you how to have effective, conscious enrollment conversations that you can feel